Ladies and gentlemen, there is this interesting scenario that you missed, and I want you to follow it, because Rigathi Gachagua yesterday arrived in the country, and I've just been tipped by one of our subscribers about the irony of him being abandoned at the airport and yet to be received by those he traveled with. I don't know what exactly happened, but I'll treat, at least we've got gist of what transpired there. And I want us to get what exactly led to that. And what is the interpretation of that, him being abandoned there without the advanced team, rather reception team from the airport. Let us look at that, but briefly remind you about this project. This is our project for April. We are supporting these 50 elderly women in Kano this weekend. That will be on 13th. So these women you're seeing here are coming from very poor setups, backgrounds with even zero support system, less support system. And that's why you can see the conditions they are living are really deplorable. And we are targeting to do a mission there on Saturday. What we're going to do, we are going to buy them some food stuff. There's some that are in need of mattresses and blankets. We hope we'll be able to achieve that so that we can support them this weekend. And that is our April project. We said in the bold, apart from political analysis, we also do charity programs once in 2 months. And so this is our April project. I'm reaching out to you. Let's support in kind. As little as 50 or 100 will be able to achieve the target. We are targeting 150. As I was shooting this, we were still at around had a deficit of around 75,000. So I want to reach out to you kindly. Let's participate so that we make sure we achieve it. Now, let me get you the gist of this. Rigathi Gachagua was supposed to represent William Ruto in Rwanda alongside the other heads of states, joining the Rwanda to celebrate 30th anniversary of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. But then they don't want it to be called Rwandan genocide. It is genocide against the Tutsi. And that is the event, represent William Ruto. To the surprise of the country, Rigathi carried himself with 10 politicians. I would want to name these politicians one by one so that you also understand. The other one, the Deputy Majority Leader in the National Assembly, Owen Baya, that is from North, Kilifi North, that is Kilifi North MP. MPs Edward Miriu Gatanga, Kikuyu, John Kagusha Mukuroini, Kikuyu, kuna wawili, Veronica Maina, nominated Senator, Kikuyu, Patrick Munene, Chuga Igembe Ngombe, still Kikuyu, Mount Kenya, although Meru side, Julius Rono, Kesest, Rift Valley, Parashina Samuel, Kajiado South, still that area, Benjamin Langat, Ainamoi, Agnes Parero, Narok North, former Star MP, Jagwa, Kikuyu, and other students leaders, President of Muranga University of Technology, someone called Justice Jabali, and Francis Ngugi Mwaura, student leader at Pwangi University. If you look at this itinerary that was with Rigathi Gachagua, there was only one person from Kilifi North. The other 9 were drawn from Kalenjin and Kikuyu land. Sometimes when Rigathi says about shareholding and we want to make it look very beautiful, we want to say he's saying the wrong thing, but that is what he does anyway. So what happens, and the country questioned, we are talking at a time, we are doing this at a time the doctors are on strike, and the president is reminding us that we will live according to by our means. But our means is taking 10 to go to Rwanda, to accompany. Remember, this is president being, represented there. And so if president was to be there, he's been represented by 10 politicians. Apart from this, Rigathi Gachagua must travel with security, cameraman, and advanced team and everyone. Yes, many other people, advanced team, lazima kuwe nao. Wengi. Security, maybe gym instructor, you know what, and everyone. So, we went with all this team to Rwanda. What happens, what really annoyed the country is the fact that hawa walikuja wakati ambapo we are talking about austerity. Now what happens? Rigathi Gachagua's trip is okayed. The office of the deputy president is under the office of the president. So the person who okays gives the deputy president not to travel is the president. Now, who allows MPs? Before MP leaves, they are okayed by Parliamentary Service Commission, which is led by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Masika Wetangula. You can only be a visitor in this country to know that Wetangula and Rigathi are trailing in one direction. They're trying to get some political mojo together because Mudavadi and Ruto seems to be working around the corner to form one party. Wetangula has declined to fold that party, and ANC seems to be folding to join UDA. So this was okayed. Parliament approved 10 parliamentarians. So I know, maybe not paid by Parliament, but maybe through the Rigathi Gachagua's office. Approve and support and go. And the country were told, and I remember, by the time they were leaving airport, these MPs, we were only shown a video of Rigathi being escorted out. And I want you to see, when he was leaving the country, alipelekwa airport na the military boss. Yes, Ogola escorted Rigathi to the airport. Rigathi akienda. And that is the video. Only for them to go, then we were told about the MPs that went. Now, it is understood that it was not a very welcome scene by the fact kwamba walibeba watu wote, because it was against the plan. Now, when he came back, this is where the interest is. Ordinarily, the deputy president should be received by some rank and file within Kenya Kwanza. No, you expect maybe the speaker, the majority leader, maybe military. You expect some rank and file. When Rigathi arrived yesterday, he arrived in the country yesterday. I wanted to watch this photo, number one. And he said, I am glad to be back from Kigali, Rwanda, where I attended the 30th anniversary of the 1984 genocide against the Tutsi, Kwibuka 30, on behalf of our President William Ruto. Kenya and Rwanda continue working together on various development aspects of common interest because of the shared destiny of our people. So you can see, uko behind the airport, uko. At the airport, you can see the Air Force, Yuma. These people that are here, there's a very interesting picture, because those who are greeting Rigathi kama wamemreceive are the same people he traveled with. And someone just tipped me about this. I just want to look at this picture, number one. This is Gatanga MP Edward Muriu. He was part of the team, and ukisukuma ile yenye nilisoma ya kwanza, he was part of it. If you look at this other second video, you can see that student leader. Those are the two student leaders, and Veronica Maina. You can also see Veronica Maina in the picture. This is Owen Baya. Owen Baya is the deputy majority leader in the National Assembly. So you can see walipangana wamsalimie. This is Owen Baya. Also another person. This is the other student leader. So the same people that he traveled with, ndio walipanga wakimreceive. And someone just said about that. What does it mean? What does it mean for people who understand protocols and all that? Someone said here, how is it that Rigathi was welcomed by people he traveled with? Why did we abandon Rigathi at the airport? And I've just seen this from a comment. Yes, someone is saying here, thank you, Vice President, for solidarity and partnership with the people of Rwanda over the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. What I don't understand as a Kenyan is why you can be received by the people who you traveled with. And you can check. There's a bit of that question there. What's happening here? I'm seeing some 4 aspects here. This move by Rigathi to travel with the 10 might have angered the government. And there was a bit of some sabotage on what exactly was to be done. This travel, it might have angered, and maybe in some of those informal discussions or other formal discussions, it was like, you're not going to welcome him. Number 2, the decision of picking that number, you know, picking from the 2 tribes was against the norm. Just yesterday, there was a story that was done that government, I know it's just one of those stories just to be published, that government is trying to reduce the number of Kalenjins and Kikuyus in government, that it is overstaffed by the 2 tribes. So the selection, the decision to select those, there could be others that were supposed to be part of it, but they were left out. The criteria of picking who went with the president, with the deputy president in Rwanda, could have been one of the challenges in that place. Who was to go and who remained. The other 3rd picture I am also seeing is that this could be maybe the norm. They've understood that there is no match. It's not. Remember that same time President was away. President was somewhere in West Pokot to attend that DevKi event. Those who were supposed to receive just did not see the weight of receiving the deputy president at the airport. Thank you. I don't know what you guys see. I saw that video. I saw that statement really in the comment section of that post, and people are really raising questions about it. Who was supposed to receive him? Even IG, the security bosses, you know, IG, Apa Pale, some senior government officials. He was coming from out na alikuwa represent the president. That is normally a norm, because even when he was escorted by the head of military. But when you come back, you are being received by the people you traveled with. So sijui kama walimwambia wakatoka wasalimiwe waende, something you really want to know about it. Thank you guys.